On this place in history with Vermont Historical Society. Steve, we're at Battery Park today.
We're at Battery Park. Now, most people think of Battery Park as a great place to come play with the kids, catch a concert, but why is it called Battery Park? So there was actually a battery here, and a battery is a place where you have a bunch of cannon that protects a port, and this protected the port of Burlington. And so it was established around the War of 1812.
What involvement did Battery Park have in that war?
So Battery Park, I love the story about Battery Park. So Battery Park really defined the city of Burlington. So when the war broke out, the U.S. government said that the head of the Champlain department was going to be in Burlington. Now, at the time, Burlington had like 1,000 people living here, maybe. It really was a backwater kind of lumber trading point. That meant 4,000 soldiers came to this city and had to be housed somewhere. So where this battery is, and then the neighborhoods off to our east, all became a military encampment. So you think of 4,000 soldiers descending on a place. That meant that they had to be fed. That meant people had to sell them things. So industry grew up, and it really put this place on the map.
You also brought some shoulder thingies. What are those?
I did. So those are epaulets, and I was very kindly putting them on, and it's part of a uniform. And those epaulets belong to General Samuel Strong. And so Samuel Strong was in charge of the Vermont troops for the Battle of Plattsburgh. So right across the lake from us, you could have seen it from here. It was a major battle during the War of 1812. So the battle took place in 1814, not to confuse people with the name of the war, but Commodore McDonough and his fleet defeated a British fleet on Lake Champlain, and the American troops defeated a British land army in Plattsburgh. It was a major battle of that war, and it was really celebrated. And so we have an incredible broadside in our collection at the Historical Society, and so I have a copy of it here, and it shows some really interesting imagery of this battle, and it was celebrating that the Americans won. It was printed right at the time to say, hey, we're beating the British, we're winning this war.
So from standing from this spot, you probably saw something amazing out on the lake.
Oh, amazing. I encourage anyone to come out here and look at the lake and just imagine wooden warships under full sail with cannons sailing down this lake and even shooting at you. There was a brief bombardment on this battery here in 1813.
On this place in history, Battery Park.